We will be looking at page 165, solve proportions with cross multiply. Our assignment for this is problems 7 through 18. We've already done a few of these in class. I'm going to do problems 11, 12, and 13 with you now. Number 11. 16 over 7 is equal to m divided by 21. Alright, remember we're going to have a two-step process when we are solving proportions with cross multiplying. Step 1, we will cross multiply. Alright, so cross multiplication in this case will leave us multiplying 7 times m. 7 times m we write as 7m. In algebra, we know that connecting two terms indicates multiplication. Equals in the middle. And now 16 times 21. I will come out to the side and multiply 21 times 16. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 0 for placeholder. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Summing here, 6, 3, 3. So 16 times 21 is 336. That is step 1. Step 2, divide by coefficient. From our notes, the coefficient is the number connected to the variable. In this case, 7 is the coefficient. Why are we dividing? Well, we want to get this m by itself. Since these two terms are multiplied together, we undo the multiply by dividing. I will show dividing by 7 on the left side of the equation and the right side. This line is simply for emphasis of my separation. 7 divides with 7 to leave m. More accurately, it's 1m, but we don't have to write the 1. Now I will divide 7 into 336. Coming over for my scratch paper again. 7 into 336. 7 does not divide into 3. 7 divides into 33 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtracting. 33 minus 28 is 5. Bringing down my 6. 7 will go into 56 8 times. We could verify by multiplying 48 times 7, but that will be 336. Therefore, 336 divided by 7 is 48. Lastly, I could take the 48 and substitute back in for m and verify that these two fractions are equal to each other. M equal 48 is our solution. Number 12. K divide by 9. Remember, a fraction is simply a divide problem. We read this bar as k per 9, or k over 9, or k divide by 9. K divided by 9 is equal to 10 divided by 18. This is another one that's easy enough that we could do in our head. 9 times what yields 18? 2. Therefore, some number times 2 will be 10. What number times 2 would be 10? Well, that's going to be 5. In this case, k will be 5. Let's see if we can show using our two-step process. Again, the two steps. Step 1. Cross multiply. So, k times 18, we simply write as 18k equals 9 times 10. Well, multiplying some number by 10 or 100 or 1000, anything with a lot of zeros, we simply multiply this digit times the non-zero digit. 9 times 1 is 9. And we annex that number of zeros. 9 times 10 is 90. That's step 1, cross multiply. Step 2, divide by the coefficient. The coefficient is the number that's connected to the variable. These two terms are multiplied together. We want to get this k by itself, so we will undo the multiply by dividing by 18 on the left and dividing by 18 on the right. 18 divides 18 to leave k. You can think of it as cancellation. K remains on the left-hand side. Now, 18 divides into 90. Well, I can write it as a division over here on the side. 18 goes into 9, doesn't go. 18 into 90, we might try some multiplying to try out. We already know it's going to be 5, but let's take a look at 4. 4 times 8 is 32, carrying my 3. 4 times 1 is 4. 72. Well, it's probably one more. Well, let's try 18 times 5. 5 times 4. 5 times 8 is 40. 0, carry my 4. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. 90. So, 18 will go into 90 5 times. 90 divided by 18 is 5. K equals 5 is the solution. In this case, we are saying 5 over 9 is equal to 10 over 18. All right. Number 13. 5 over 8 equals t over 24. Again, this one is easy enough to do without the cross multiplying. 8 times what yields 24? 3. So 5 times 3 will be 15. T will be equal to 15. That is, 5 divided by 8 is the same as 15 divided by 24. Let's use our two-step process to verify that. Step 1, cross multiply. 8 times t we write as 8t. 5 times 24 is 120. How'd I do that in my head? Well, 5 times 20 is 100. 5 times 4 is 20. So 100 plus 20 is 120. Step 1, cross multiply. Step 2, divide by the coefficient. The coefficient being 8 here. Dividing the left side by 8. Dividing the right side by 8. 8 divides 8 to leave t on the left. 120 divided by 8. Coming over to my scratch paper. 8 into 120. 8 goes into 1? No. 8 into 12, 1 time. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtracting. 12 minus 8 is 4. Bringing down my 0. 8 into 40, 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtracting gives 0. So, 120 divided by 8 is 15. Here I know the answer is 15. I'm going to show my substitution in this case. I'm changing this initial equation to the same thing except for t will become 15. So 5 over 8, that's my left side. I'm going to show that that's equal to t over 24 where we think t is 15. 5 over 8 is reduced as well as it can be. What number divides into both 15 and 24? 3. 3 goes into 15 5 times, and 3 goes into 24 8 times. So we see 5/8 is equal to 5/8. That is, 5 over 8 is equivalent to 15 over 24. So we know that this t equal 15 is a solution to our equation.